and I closed it on my coffee and it just busted and coffee went flying everywhere. Here I am, regretful and venting on YouTube. Good morning. Let me turn my heat down. My heat is blasting. It's so loud. I just dropped the kids off at school. I'm parked outside of Dunkin' Donuts. You can kind of see it right there. I need a coffee so bad. Both girls woke up talking about a nightmare last night and came in the bed with me. So Layla, I think it was like 2 or 3. I heard her crying and I went in her room and was like, what's going on? And she was like, I had a bad dream. I was like, all right, just come on. And the funny part of all this is that I've been mouth taping at night. So when I walked in, I had this huge pink tape over my mouth and she was like, ah! So she came in the bed and then around 5 a.m. I think, or 4 a.m. I can't remember. Amelia just comes in. I'm like, oh my God. So we're all like packed in like sardines and they all want to be so close to me, like a king size bed, and we're only utilizing the first foot of it. Let's get me a coffee. I kind of want just like, I saw somebody ordered something with like white chocolate. I just want 1 pump because that stuff is so sweet. And even when I say 1 pump, it's like, I don't know, their intrusive thoughts are like, no, you need more. Pump, pump, pump. Let me see what kind of deals there are. Let me order this and then I'll show you guys. Okay, I got it. It's okay. I didn't realize it was toasted white chocolate, which kind of like throws it off. It's very artificial tasting to me, but that's just me. But other than that, it's okay. I'm here at Meijer now. I need to do some grocery shopping. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow we're supposed to have this huge snowstorm like Wednesday going into Thursday, which means most likely the kids will be out of school Thursday. And I'm so sad for them though, because that's when they're supposed to have their Valentine celebration, because my kids don't go to school on Fridays. And then after that, the following week is conferences and winter break. So they're going to be home for like, what is that, 10 days? Oh, Lord Jesus, help me. So I need to load up on groceries because breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks, and everything else, it doesn't end when the kids are home. They're just little garbage disposals. So I'm going to go into Meijer now, and then after, if I'm still in the mood, I'm going to head over to BJ's because that's where I get like the school snacks from. So I'm dreading going in there, if you can tell. Let me just get this over with. All right, all the groceries have been brought in. I'm so mad. When I was loading all the Meijer stuff into the trunk, I thought I had pushed my shopping cart out of the way so I can close my trunk. Well, I didn't. And I closed it on my coffee and it just busted and coffee went flying everywhere. I had taken like 2 sips of it. I was so excited for my little coffee. Take 2. I'm just gonna make my own coffee at home. This is absolutely disgusting. If you've ever thought about getting it, or was curious, don't get it. It comes out like straight up water. It's awful.
I love the way you take it slow. You make this light inside me glow. You're the only one who knows me. Such a baby when I'm great. It's a long closer. I get lost in the haze. I'm in love with these lazy nights. So maybe we can stay back here and enjoy the ride. I don't wanna feel the night. I just wanna chill under the northern lights with you. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Sadie, you save me, keep me from floating away. Blue dream, control. You lift me up.
Hey, so it's actually been quite some time since I started this vlog. It's probably going on 3 weeks, which is so embarrassing because I said I was going to be committed and driven and motivated this year. I swear I'm constantly being like challenged in these hurdles. And anyways, but when I started this vlog, I think I had mentioned that we were going to be having a snowstorm. That snowstorm did happen. The kids didn't have school. And then right after that, they went into winter break. And then after winter break, it was parent-teacher conferences, so there was no school then either. So they were literally home for like 2 weeks. And it was so cold outside, it was like in the single digits, like 8 degrees, 9 degrees, to where it was painful. It was literally painful for me. I have low iron. I've always had low iron. So I was just trying to survive at that point. So we were basically in the house those 2 weeks. It was freezing cold. It was snowing every day. The kids were bored and miserable. I was trying to like paint and color and do like the trampoline and just movies, and I was trying to like figure out what to do indoors. So that's why I didn't vlog. It probably would have been like a good time to vlog, but I was just so focused on trying to keep the kids entertained and feeding them every like 10 minutes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. It just didn't end. So they're back in school. I'm trying to get back into a routine. I'm currently doing my nails, and I was like, oh my god, the vlog. I just remembered it. I had inserted some clips over the weekend. We went to IHOP. We took the kids to IHOP. We were also sick. That was another thing. We were watching the Kardashians, and Layla saw the episode where they went to IHOP for, I think it was Courtney's birthday, and Layla was like, I want to go to IHOP. So we were like, okay, we'll take you to IHOP. But then they got sick, so we couldn't go to that either. It's just been so much going on. So everyone's finally feeling better. The weather finally warmed up, so we were like, okay, warmed up. I mean, like, it went up to like 29 degrees instead of 8 degrees. But took them to IHOP, and then back in school. So I'm trying to, like I said, get back into a routine. I had so much content that was due. I still have content that I need to film, but my nails, I needed to film for Glamnetic, so I was like, okay, I need to do my nails anyways, and I figured I would talk to you guys while I do all this. These are the nails, by the way, that I'm going to be putting on. Aren't they pretty? Kind of going into a spring. These are called Astro, the style. Why isn't it focusing? There we go. No, come on. You can do it. There we go. But yeah, aren't they cute? I'm kind of going for the more like neutral vibes. I never did neutral. Like back in the day, I never did neutral. I was always color. Well, I guess you could say yeah, but just like pastel or like the wine colors or white or black. Just kind of boring, I guess I'll say, instead of neutral. So I did this hand. I was just nipping my cuticles, and then I remembered the camera, so now I'm gonna move on to this hand. Usually with press-ons it comes with like a file, a stick for you to push back, alcohol pad to wipe off your nails, but the nail tech in me won't allow me to just do that. I always have to do a full dry mani. So before I apply the nails, I always trim down my natural nail just so that the press-on fits nicely, and then I'll shape it depending on the shape of the press-on. So since we're going with the almond shape, I just rounded my natural nails out, and then I buffed. I didn't buff. I pushed back my cuticles with some cuticle softener, and then I buffed, and then I started nipping, and then that's when I remembered this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this hand. I already cut back my nails. I filed them, apply some cuticle softener to push back my cuticles, because I usually keep my press-ons on for like a good 2 weeks, sometimes 3, depending on like how well they last. So your cuticles need some loving, and I can't just slap on like a new set without taking care of my cuticles. So I'm so not a lefty, and then trying to do it in the air to like be able to show you guys. This is my cuticle pusher from my nail tech days. I sometimes miss when I did nails. Like when I was doing nails, I was very pressured to do something else, like go to college and get a degree and have a little office job and a corporate job. And If I was doing nails like today in today's age, I would have never probably gone to college, I'll be honest. Because I'm severely in debt with student loans and I'm not even using my degree. And I feel like the beauty industry and being a nail tech, being a lash tech, a makeup artist, all that stuff is so accepted nowadays. Where I feel like when I was doing nail, what the hell was that? Is that a bird? When I was doing nails, I feel like everyone was like, oh, you do nails? You touch feet all day? Ew, you look at feet all day? Like, and I never even looked at it that way. I never thought of it that way. And so people were constantly like belittling me. Like, ew, you touch feet? Isn't that gross? And honestly, it never once bothered me. I never had a pedicure where I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, it was what it was. Just like doctors. You come across someone that's sick, it's not like you're going to be like, I don't never want to do this again. It's a part of the job. It's a part of the gig. It's you go into it, you know, you accept it. Either you last or you don't. And I lasted. Like I said, only reason, I did nails for 10 years before I stopped doing nails and joined corporate America. And if it wasn't for the pressure, and I was so easily influenced by people telling me I should be doing something else with my life, I most likely would have probably gone really far in my nail career. But here I am, regretful and venting on YouTube. You live and you learn. I'm trying to like hurry up though because I do have a call at 1 o'clock for a potential job opportunity. Watch, I probably just jinxed it and it won't even work out. But it was like an ideal situation and I'm like hoping that it goes well. Because obviously social media is not working for me. But yeah, we'll see. It's a remote position. It's like what I want to do. So fingers crossed, we shall see. But I always end up spending the most time on this, my cuticles. Like the actual mani itself takes the most time. Putting on the press-ons literally takes like probably 5 minutes. It's this that I'm like, because I'm very detail-oriented. Who's that? And I'm like a perfectionist. If I see one little like spot I missed, I have to go over and check all 10 and make sure I didn't miss something. That's probably why I was so adored when I was a nail tech. And I let it go. I sound really depressing right now. Okay, I'll be back to show you once they're all on. Wait though, has anyone else been listening to Drake and P&D's new album? I love it. I think it's so good. Whoever says it's not good is just being a hater. Because I listened to the whole thing multiple times now. And I think it's really good. It took me a while to listen to it because like I said, it came out on Valentine's Day and the kids were home and I didn't want to listen to it in front of them. Plus I couldn't hear anything with them screaming in the background. So now that they've been back to school, I've been able to listen to it and I love it. And then I forgot The Weeknd had came out with an album. So I've been listening to that today and I like that too. I'm like, I feel so bad that I didn't give it a listen sooner. I had just forgot about it. Like I said, with everything going on. I'm like, man, gone are the days when like an album came out and I was the first to listen to it. I'd be up at like midnight listening to it when it dropped. But let me know if you've been listening to Drake and P&D's new album and what you think of it. I'm curious because I feel like the men hate it, but the ladies love it. And I think that was probably like their whole intention since guys are always haters. And Drake is for the ladies anyways. So yeah, I definitely feel like it's catered towards the women. There might be like one song on there where it's kind of like for the dudes. I forget which one it is where he's more so rapping instead of singing. I think it's Give Me a Hug maybe, where he's more so rapping. But yeah, other than that, I feel like all the songs are like catered towards us ladies. Did you guys check out the crater on my face? That's how you know Auntie Flo is going to be paying me a visit any day now. I went through my whole like teenage years, 20s, never having this happen to me. Now I'm like, what, late 30s? And whenever it's about to be that time of the month, I start breaking out. I'm like, what's that? 20 years later? More than 20 years since I started, you know what I mean? But I'm like, how is this now happening to me? It's so insane. It's like within the last few months too. Like the last year maybe. Not even a year. Like the last 6 months. I start breaking out. I'm like, what? Am I not drinking enough water? What is happening? But I got one on. Welp, it's 1:30 and that recruiter did not call me. The crazy part is she called me, left me a voicemail, sent me a text, and emailed me. I get it. That's probably like all one click button. I worked for a staffing firm, so I get it. It's probably nothing for her to do that. But I emailed back and said, yeah, I'm interested. I'm available to speak at 1 o'clock. And she's like, okay, I'll call you then. I didn't specify like I'm in the Eastern time zone, but I didn't know where she was, but I just looked up her phone number. And the phone number could just be like a company number and she may not be there. For example, like when I worked at the staffing firm, it was like Eastern Standard Time, but some people worked in other areas like Chicago, whatever, and they followed our Standard Time. But even if that's the case, now that I'm thinking out loud, she should follow Eastern Standard Time because that's what her company is. I don't know. It could have just been a scam and I fell for it. Who knows? I didn't give her any information, so at least that's good. But battery's about to die. I was putting some cuticle oil on. I can't talk. Here are the nails. Come on, focus before the battery dies. There we go. There they are. They're cute, right? Cute. I like them. I've been really into like the natural, neutral with a little bit of art vibes. Look at this really cute PR package I got from Youth to the People. I just filmed an unboxing for TikTok, but they sent, first off, this bag, and it comes with this strap to make it like a cross body, so you can hook it here and here. But honestly, I was thinking this would be the perfect travel makeup bag. When I travel with a ton of makeup and brushes. And it's such a huge bag. I could fit like all my makeup and my brushes just in one bag instead of packing like two separate ones, like one for brushes and one for makeup. And it has this little pocket on the side. But let's get into what they sent. So their most popular item, which is the Kale plus Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Cleanser. This is the Superfood Air Whipped Moisture Cream. This has hyaluronic acid. And then the glow serum. This is the kale peptide dandelion. Let me take them out and show you. So first off, everything is in glass. Like this cleanser is glass. And I love how they package it. So they send it like this, and then you also get the pump. So you can pump it. You don't have to like, you know, try to pour it out from here. And then they don't package it with this because, you know, sometimes this like leaks and stuff. Whenever I've ordered bottles or like even body washes when it's like this, it always comes and it's like leaked out. So cleanser, and then you do the serum, and then you moisturize. But how cute and thoughtful. Like, I always get so excited when I get stuff like this because whenever I'm down and in a rut and feeling like I'm just not where I should be career-wise, and then I get stuff like this and I'm like, okay, I'm somewhere. I'm getting somewhere. I need to take a step back and be thankful and grateful. Slowly but surely, I will get there. Tortoise wins the race. Is that what it is? I don't know, but yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys because I just find it so exciting whenever I get stuff like this. So whoever's out there trying to like, you know, create content and start this whole thing, this path of content creation, and you're down like how I get down, and then you get something like this, just know there's a light at the end of this very long dark tunnel. It is Monday afternoon now. I have been filming content all morning. I also did my first TikTok live. It was very humbling. It was very humbling. But I did it. I got it out the way. I've been wanting to do a TikTok live for months and months and months. I never wanted to do it when my kids were home just because I don't want my kids on display like that. Like whatever I choose to post is very carefully thought out. Like I edit and, you know, I'm not just putting my kids on blast. But I don't want to be on live and like, you know, they trip and fall or hurt themselves. That's not cool for them to be on live like that. So now that they're in school, I was like, all right, let me try it. Let me do it this one time. So I did my makeup and got ready on live, and then I had some content to film, and then I remembered this video was still going, and I'm like, if I don't wrap this up, it's about to turn into a year in my life vlog. So I'm like, let me wrap it up so I can get to the next one. So I just wanted to hop on here and say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already done so. I keep saying this, but I'm getting so close to that first 1,000 and monetizing and being able to just continue raising my babies from home. So with that being said, thanks again for watching, and I will see you all on my next one. Bye guys.